Being a slightly newer firm, we've had to work hard to get to the position that we're in. I think we now think that we're the #1 firm in Jersey, and I think that that has come about from having a very city-focused corporate practice and having people who trained in the city working in that group and trying to provide a service to the onshore firms where they feel that we are the Jersey department of their firm. So our lawyers have a number of hats and they have to put them on during the course of the day. They might be the Kirkland team and then the Latham team and then the Linklaters team. And that's something that we use to differentiate ourselves from the other firms. Carey Olsen, our sort of aim is to be the best in each of the jurisdictions that we practice in. So we have offices in Cayman, in BVI. We recently opened in Bermuda, which is going incredibly well. We have an office in Singapore and we have an office in Hong Kong. And there's an office here in London as well as in Jersey and Guernsey. And each of those offices has a similar story to tell with respect to the opportunities that exist there. I think the work that's done in each of those offices is of the same standard, and I think that that's one of the things that the firm sort of seeks to deliver, is that whether you are using a Carey Olsen lawyer in Jersey or in Guernsey or in any of the other offices, Bermuda or Cayman, that you will get the same standard, and so that the onshore lawyers will come to think of Carey Olsen when they think of offshore, rather than thinking of one of our offices in particular. A good candidate doesn't have a particular look. I think that you need lawyers that are ambitious, that are clever, and that are hardworking to join any of the teams in any of the offices. Some onshore training is important because you want them to understand the sorts of transactions that we're working on. When I first started, I had an idea of what a Carey Olsen lawyer looked like. Now that I've been involved in the HR process for maybe 8 or 9 years, I think that I can safely say that there are lots of different sorts of lawyer within Carey Olsen, and that's one of the things that makes it such an interesting place to work. We've changed our interview process over the years, and we've taken a variety of different approaches. The one that we're using more these days is to do some testing first. I don't think it's fair to ask a candidate whether they know what an entire agreement clause is, and if they happen to have a good answer, then we're sure they're going to be the perfect candidate. We have some tests that we put together that look a little like some of the onshore tests, and we also use psychometric testing. Once we've done that, in Jersey, we would do a short interview with the candidate to ensure that they were committed to the move and that they understood what that involved, because if you're coming from London or from Scotland or from further afield, we have lawyers from South Africa and from Australia and from New Zealand, they do have to understand that Jersey's a small place and that we want to be sure that they'll be comfortable making that move to live in Jersey and everything that goes with that. Once we've done that, then we will have a think about where we think they best sit within the firm or within the corporate group, and then we will arrange an interview with the partners that they are actually going to work with. So it's quite an involved process, but generally I think the candidates find that something that's helpful and something that means that we're taking it seriously, and that we're making sure that they're the right fit for us, in the same way as they get the opportunity to see that we're the right fit for them.